So good day everyone, welcome to my channel, and today we're gonna make a short commentary on how I created this model that I did. So this is the latest isometric model that I did using Blender 3D and rendered in Eevee. So basically the most complicated model right here is the tree. So I followed a tutorial from Lightning Boy Studio. So I'm gonna just link it down below the description so you can follow that. And as you can see, I have a shader right here, like it's fading, and there's a static shadow that is there on the leaves. So what I did here is that I'm using Lightning Boy shader to do this actually. So I'm gonna show you how I set up the node. So this is the same with what I did for my um, for the work that I did before this one. So it's basically excuse me, I'm having a sore throat right now. So basically it's just the key light. Instead of using a key light, I used a local gradient, which is the color light green. So it makes that um, the fading texture, I mean fading color right there. So yeah, so you can also add an ambient occlusion just to add more. Actually it's already there, so you can add more shadows to it. So yeah, this is also okay, like it looks like Studio Ghibli type of um, shader. So this is actually good actually. So what I did was I added an ambient occlusion just to have that more depth to the leaves, something like that. So for this one, this is also the same mesh. I just stretched it up vertically. So for this one, this is my avatar right there. So this is a different tutorial. I just copy pasted it there. So instead of adding a copyright, I added my avatar there just to have my identification to each of my work. So for all of the mesh right here, this is basically just basic modeling from Blender. So what I did is I added a stroke, which is using Lightning Boy shader. So actually Lightning Boy shader can be done, but like what I said in my previous video, can be done manually. So you can search on YouTube and about Toon shader, and also this solidify modifier to add the strokes. So how I created this concept is that this is actually a I was actually planning for a whole building, like an entire building, which is like a library. But instead of doing that and like cutting the part of the building just to show the interior, I just made it into like what it is right now. So yeah, so if you want to make a good stylized art, I mean, I'm not an expert, but what you can do is like model everything like it's really sharp, like for example this one. Let me see, like for example this one. So you can model it like polygon modeling, so there's no sculpting involved in this model. So what I did is I just distort, like for example on this part right here, I can just pull that part, so like something like that, and like I can extrude this just to add like those damaged sides or something like that. So what you do is you model everything without touching the edges, something like that. So after you model everything, you can just bevel the sides like this. Well, what I did here, so it gives more character to your models. So like for example this part right here, I forgot to add curves to this. So right now it looks okay, like it looks good like that. But if you like add more, if you want to add more character to your models, and especially if you're working with stylized models, what you can do is grab a point and like move the points so that it's not like a boring straight line. So yeah, as you can see, it's cooler, or I mean like it's fun to look at. And you know, the strokes will look more like it's naturally drawn, hand drawn. So if your PC can handle it, you can use freestyle instead of using this one, like the solidify modifier. Because if you're gonna use freestyle, it's, you can add like a noise modifier to it, and it's gonna come out like it's hand drawn. The lines are hand drawn, where there's a roughness and like distorted, like I mean like there's when you write using a pencil, when you draw using a pencil, there's like rough edges to it. So instead of just evenly even lines like this, so that's why I just added this stylized effect to each of the straight edges, so it's not uniform in a way, so it gives more unique feel to the art itself. So for this one, these are just empty frames because it's not gonna be visible anyway. So but for this one, these are actually my art that I did. So these are the previous works that I did, and some of these assets I already used them on some of my work. So I just copied them here, and you know, this library was taken from one of my previous work, which is the steampunk room, and most of the consoles here came from that steampunk room. So I didn't model much. Actually, I just modeled the building. What's inside of the building is actually pre-made assets that I used. So that's how I create them. I create my models lately because I need to put um, you know, contents every week. So yeah, basically that's just it, guys. So for the colors, what I do is like I always get the colors from a color palette, where a generator on the internet. So if you want, I can link that too. So just to have that feel of what colors goes with what's the best color to go with. So yeah, for creating the Toon shader, I will add that to the description. And yeah, I also added this hatch tile effect right here, just to have that scratch, I mean like detail, small detail. And also for the walls, I used a normal map, which I created using Substance Alchemist. So I just grab a random wall texture on the internet and turned it into a PBR material using Alchemist. So I will also create a tutorial for that. So yeah, basically that's it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.